Moving on, the Building Bridges Initiative report released Wednesday has its roots in the historic 9th of March 2018 handshake between President Uhuru Kenyatta and opposition leader Raila Odinga at the steps of Harambee House. The two gentlemen's gesture diffused political tension that had engulfed the country, heightened by Raila's inauguration as the people's president to dispute the declaration of Uhuru's victory in the repeat presidential election. Our reporter Caroline Kimau retraces the bumpy ride of the release of the BBI report.
The dispute that arose over the results of the 2017 general elections occasioned a repeat of the presidential poll that opposition leader Raila Odinga boycotted. When Uhuru Kenyatta was announced the winner in the repeat election, Raila upped the ante with his inauguration as the people's president.
I, Raila Amolo Odinga, in full realization of the high calling, assumed the office of the people's president of the Republic of Kenya. So help me God.
This set the stage for unprecedented civil disobedience and badly dented the country's social, political and economic spheres. This unattainable situation saw Uhuru and Raila put the interests of the nation ahead of theirs and seek to bridge the political divide, hence the birth of the Building Bridges Initiative. A presidential task force including politicians, lawyers, academicians, religious leaders, among others, concretized 9 issues that often set Kenyans upon each other every election cycle. These are corruption, lack of national ethos, divisive politics, devolution, safety and security, responsibilities and rights, inclusivity, shared prosperity and ethnic antagonism, and competition. The Yusuf Haji-led BBI team then set out on a countrywide tour to get submissions from Kenyans from all walks of life on their vision for a better Kenya.
Individual government agencies should be free to make their own decisions rather than be under the direction of a central agency that may be prone to political manipulation.
Here, business leaders, union leaders, the youth, political class filed the submissions to the Yusuf Haji-led team.
County assemblies are the ones who are mandated to oversight the county executive, but at times in most of our counties it doesn't really seem to be working quite as envisaged.
Unless you ring-fence the fund, governors have found a way very cleverly to make and mischievously to make sure that those ward representatives are not elected.
If we really want, and it is our submission also, that we need to remove from our heads the discussion of the institution of the Senate from the people who are sitting there at the moment, including ourselves, so that then objectively, because in the past when we have had disagreements with National Assembly, county assemblies, governors and so forth, those disagreements have clouded the minds of many people to think that it's just about today.
But the initiative took a different twist in the political arena with camps for those for and against the Building Bridges Initiative.
Nataka mkumbuke kulikuwa na kitu kinaitwa punguza mzigo. Wakasema wataanzisha Mount Kenya ipite. Kwa sababu tulikuwa tunajua tuko na BBI. Tukisema ingoje hakuna county hata moja ambayo ilipitisha. Tukasema sisi tunangojea BBI, hatutapiga makelele sana, hatutaenda kwa runinga sana, lakini tunaungana na Mheshimiwa Rais na Raila Amolo Odinga kwa sababu tunajua BBI ndio inaunganisha Wakenya.
Sasa hivi tunaambiwa tusome. Nyosheni mikono, wangapi wameona hiyo ripoti? Munasoma nini saa hizi? Kwa hivyo hii kuzungushana, mtuambie munataka nini?
But it was in the ruling Jubilee coalition that the BBI wedge ran deep between the Tanga and Kieleweke camps that culminated in a clamp on political rallies.
Sisi hatuna haja na tsunami. Wewe kama ni mtu ya tsunami, sisi tumeambiwa na rais tunangoja tusome. Rais hajatuambia tungoje tsunami. Ama ni aje? Si hiyo. Si tutasoma. Kama iko maneno yetu ndani, si tutapitisha. Kama iko kombo, si tutanyorosha.
This did not help cool political temperatures as aspersions were cast on the BBI report, with its antagonists questioning the delay in releasing it.
All those regions
As such, the presentation of the BBI report to Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga etches another milestone in the country's history.
And what this document seeks to do is to bring us together and find out how we can protect that common territory called Kenya. Not for an individual, not for a community, not for the rich against the poor or the poor against the rich, but how can we as a society called Kenya build a society that is inclusive, that is equitable, that creates opportunities for all.
The BBI team has consolidated the report into 12 legislative proposals that will be presented to Parliament. Kenyans now await its official launch on Monday with high expectations on how their lives will improve. Caroline Kamau reporting for Channel 1 News Hour.